Okay, good afternoon, everyone. So, how many of you DSC students here? Am I audible? Okay, okay, good. So, because it's a holiday and it's a festival day, I don't want to wait for most students because I keep this time 12 o'clock so that whatever your rituals are there, you have done that, and it might be whatever celebration. So at least at 12 o'clock we'll get some time. So that's why I kept it, and we have very less time now. So I'm directly coming to the topic principal stresses for those students who have attended the 2 hour class. Okay, that whole portion now I'll be telling in half an hour. That whatever that equations formulas. So students who have already attended that particular class, the formula part, okay, some part. So it will take half an hour for me to explain it to the students who were not there, or the DSC students because they missed it completely. So if you wish, you can stay or you can join after half an hour. Those students who attended the principal stresses first part, so that I am going to cover now, and after that, then I'll be taking the Mohr circle. Okay, Mohr circle equations. I'm going to the graphical method. I'm going to take after. I think it will take half an hour. So directly, I'm going for the topic. Let me share the screen. Okay. So we have seen in last class, or for the students who were not there, I'll be sharing these notes with you. So we will not spend much time on writing, but it's really good to make your at least rough notes. Okay, so that when you write the actual notes, you will be having good understanding. So in this particular module, this is the fifth module, okay, principal stresses, and we don't have strains for your NEP syllabus because of the syllabus, whatever limitation, they could not add the strains part. So anyways, whatever stresses formulas are there, similar formulas are there for strains. So that is excluded currently for you students. So coming to a very important terminology, what is a principal plane? Okay, principal plane. So remember that the plane which have no shear stress. Okay, you have to remember this principal plane is the plane which have no shear stress is called as a principal plane. And then the next term which you have to remember, because we will be using these terms continuously throughout the chapter, and we have the problems based on this. So principal stresses, the normal stresses acting on a principal plane are called as principal stresses. Now what are the normal stresses? Just a moment. Yeah. I'm not able to draw it. Direction. So that can be called as a normal. Okay, if it is converted as a stresses, consider as a stresses, so you will call it as a normal stresses. Okay, so this P direction, remember this terminology. Okay, now here there are two terms to this. So any student who have already attended this class can join after half an hour, no issues. But the remaining students, this is extremely important because these four cases at one go, like if you just able to relate it, that what is the case number one, what is case number two, what is case number three, and what is case number four. If you understand the difference between them, you will be easily you will be able to remember the formulas and use it whenever you solve the problem when you are practicing or in your exam. Now just see that when this I can't see your chat messages. It's better if you reply, someone reply, or maybe I have to join through the phone also. Okay, so screen is visible to everyone, or at least on my phone I can see it. Now this particular member, okay, if there is some body and in that body one small element is experiences stress, okay, one small element. So suppose let me see this remote, you can see in my hand. So here, because of some loading, okay, a very small element we are taking out, and you can see this particular board. We want to know what is the normal stress and what is the shear stress, tangential stress. Okay, so in this particular case, if you see this member, if you we cut this particular member in a oblique, okay, oblique plane. If you cut it in a oblique plane, what is the normal stress and what is the tangential? So tangential stress is also called as a shear stress. Okay, in that case, how? Huh. So this particular element, this case we are seeing. So here you can see that area, cross sectional area. Anyway, this derivation is there. How we arrive at that plane and the angle theta you have to remember, because in exam they will give the theta. So you have to see that the theta is given about the y-axis or about the x-axis. You have to be careful about it. A third dimension, and that thickness is 1 by cos theta. This is along x-axis. Now, what is the normal stress? Normal stress is force normal to the section Fg by area of section Fg. So, you get a formula, 4 derivations, which will take 3-4 hours. So, I just don't want to go there. But what I want you to remember that normal stress, sigma n equals to sigma cos square theta. Please note it down in your copy right now. Okay? To solve the question. Okay. A member which is subject minor axis. Okay, these two terms you have to remember, sigma 1 and sigma 2. And this angle theta, please again see, theta is here. Is it like the same in first case? Okay, just representation is changed here. Okay, here theta we can see, and in this direction also you can see the theta. Now in case 2, there are like direct stresses. Because why the word is like here? Because they are in tensile direction. Tensile. Okay, there can be a possibility that one force is in tension and other is in compression. Okay, so that is also possible. So then in that case it will not be like direct stresses, it will be alike. Okay, alike direct stresses in that case. Now here in this case, sigma 1 plus sigma 2 by 2 plus sigma 1 minus sigma 2 by 2 cos 2 theta, and tangential stress is sigma 1 minus sigma 2 by 2 sine 2 theta, and this is the normal stress. So when we want to find out, okay, so what will be that particular theta when shear stress will be maximum? So when you solve this, when you say that sine 2 theta is 1, so 2 theta is 90 degree or 270. In that case, theta becomes 45 degree or 135. So theta is, when theta is at 45 degree or 135 degree, that case we get the maximum shear stress. Just remember, we started this particular chapter with principal plane, principal stresses. Principal plane means where we spoke about no shear stress at all. To the point, in this second case we are talking about maximum shear stress. Okay, so here theta is 45 or 135, we are getting that angle. And what is that maximum shear stress? So sigma t is a tangential stress, means maximum shear stress also we call it. So sigma t is sigma 1 minus sigma 2 by 2 sine 2 theta. Now from where did this formula came? So we have seen this. Okay, so absolutely 0. So okay, sigma n, the first day before yesterday's class, students have written this or not, I don't remember. So remember this case, okay. I am not asking you to remember the derivation, but these are very important criteria कि अगर हम theta is 90 degree, then what happens to normal stress? So sigma n becomes sigma 1. So for this particular case, our formula is oh, okay. So when we consider the third case, okay, where only shear, whenever get time, go and read it how it has come, but currently it is not needed for us because we have to practice problems. I hope you have written it. Can I go to the next case? Okay. So now let us see the case 4. Now students, this is very interesting. So if you have seen the case number 2, so case 4 is nothing but the addition of case 2 and case 3. Okay. Think this, but there is something more. Okay, more to these formulas, means there are more formulas are there in this particular case, because this particular member is experiencing more forces. So please write. So this is nothing but the addition of first part plus this is the shear part. I have written it. Now coming to the position of principal plane. There are I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, here 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Around 12 formulas you have to remember in this chapter. And the small formula also if you include 12 to 15 formulas. And which are not that difficult to remember. You have to just sit and think about it, what formula, how it is related to that particular case, then you will be easily able to remember it on this formula also. This is the case number 4. Are you writing? Have you done writing? Okay. Okay. Then let's go to the questions related to this. Now here, first question. I just suggest you that you already have the notes shared with you. So here, a rectangle, you have to read the statement and visualize it carefully and draw the diagram. ठीक है, डायग्राम को मार्क्स नहीं रहेंगे, बट जब तक डायग्राम नहीं बनाओगे यू विल नॉट बी एबल टू नो कि कैसे सॉल्व करना है. तो टू गेट एन बेसिक आइडिया, एटलीस्ट अगर एक रेक्टेंगुलर बार स्टेटमेंट विच इज इंक्लाइंड एट एन एंगल ऑफ 30 डिग्री विद द नॉर्मल क्रॉस सेक्शन. एकदम सिंपल क्वेश्चन है, बहुत सबसे सिंपल क्वेश्चन है ये. आपको एरिया दिया हुआ है ऑलरेडी, you have a p value given, and then you have to simply find out normal stress. So normal stress will come from whatever the load is acting and whatever the area of cross. Everybody understood this question? I hope you all are listening and near the class and not attending the class for the sake of attending. Any doubts students? कोई doubt है क्या?
No miss.
Okay, thank you for responding. Okay, now let's see the next case. Okay, next case जो है उसमें देखो क्या दिया हुआ है. The stresses at a point in a bar are, अभी यहाँ पे थोड़ा ध्यान से देखना है ये क्वेश्चन भी. The stresses at a point in a bar are 300 न्यूटन पर mm square. So it is tensile. सॉरी, लाइक फोर्सेस लिखे थे बट इसमें अलाइक फोर्सेस है, यानी अलग अलग टाइप के फोर्सेस है. एक टेंशन है और एक कंप्रेशन है. So determine the resultant stress in magnitude and direction on a plane inclined at 60 degree to the axis of major stress. ओके, तो अभी इन्होंने मेजर एक्सिस के साथ बोला है 60 डिग्री, यानी एक्स एक्सिस के साथ है. लेकिन हमारे फॉर्मूला में जो थीटा है इट इज अलोंग द वाई एक्सिस. ठीक है, इट इज पहले फर्स्ट एंड सेकंड के केयरफुली सब्स्टिट्यूट ऊपर के क्वेश्चन में कि मैक्सिमम शियर स्ट्रेस क्या है, वेयर द एंगल इज गिवन. ओके, सो ये थोड़ी सी चीजें आपको ध्यान में रखनी है. Now coming to the same topic, the next question. I think ये मैंने क्वेश्चन स्टूडेंट्स को प्रैक्टिस के लिए दिया था, पता नहीं, बट इसमें भी क्विकली हम देख लेते हैं कि ये का वैल्यू निकाला है. सेम स्टेप्स हमने फॉलो किए हैं. टू द प्लेन ए बी. अभी यहाँ ये जो हमारा सिग्मा आर, बट हमें अभी यहाँ पे बी सी पे चाहिए. स्टैंडर्ड फॉर्मूला होता है. रिजल्टेंट जो निकाला है वो 866.02, दैट इज नथिंग बट सिग्मा 1 प्लस 700 सिग्मा 2 डायरेक्शन में है बाई 2. तो उसी को आपने सब्स्टिट्यूट किया, यू गेट द आंसर फॉर मेजर प्रिंसिपल स्ट्रेस. एंड देन कमिंग टू द माइनर प्रिंसिपल, में यूज ही नहीं करते है ना. उन्होंने क्या किया है, उन्होंने सिग्मा 1 नहीं दिया है हमें. हमें सिग्मा 1 नहीं दिया है और इवन टाउ भी क्वेश्चन में नहीं दिया हुआ है. ये उन्होंने हमको थोड़ा कंफ्यूज करने की कोशिश की है ये क्वेश्चन में. तो हमको देखना है कि भाई मेरे पास तो ये फॉर्मूला है, ये जो राइट फॉर्मूला है वो एकदम टिपिकल नॉर्मल स्ट्रेसेस के लिए और शियर के लिए है. तो मुझे प्रॉब्लम में क्या करना चाहिए, पहले ये जो इंक्लाइन फोर्स है जो कि रिजल्टेंट, उसको अगर मैं उसके कंपोनेंट्स निकालूं तो मुझे सिग्मा 1 मिल जाएगा और मुझे सिग्मा मिल जाएगा. वो फॉर्मूला जो स्टैंडर्ड फॉर्मूला है वो यूज करके वैल्यू सब्स्टिट्यूट करके यू विल गेट एन आंसर. इसमें था तभी फॉर्मूला डिफरेंट था. अभी ये हमारा फोर्थ केस के लिए फॉर्मूला ये आपको ध्यान रखना है. सिग्मा टी मैक्स इक्वल्स टू हाफ ऑफ स्क्वायर रूट ऑफ sigma 1 minus sigma 2 the whole square plus 4 tau square. Okay, so you get the maximum shear stress value here. Try because mera easy and do one thing, you have to be with pen and paper. How many are there in the class? All DSC students are there and even the regular students. I see only 28. I'll just send a message in group that everybody they can join. At least we don't need much time here. At least one case if I cover, remaining we can complete in class. Okay. Uh, okay. So students, Mohr's circle is a, you will be learning soil mechanics also. So Mohr's was a scientist, researcher. He did a, he discovered a wonderful method, a graphical method where you can show the पोजिशन ऑफ स्ट्रेसेस ग्राफिकली. अभी यहाँ पे एक बहुत मज़ेदार बात क्या है पता है मोज सर्कल में. यहाँ पे ये जो अभी तक इफ़ यू हैव सीन द सिग्मा वन एंड सिग्मा टू, हमने जो भी प्रिंसिपल स्ट्रेसेस से फॉर्मूला देखे, जो मेंबर देखा, वो ऐसा था हरदम, है ना, अलोंग द एक्स एंड वाई एक्सिस. हमने ऐसा देखा है कि एक्स एक्सिस के अलोंग सिग्मा वन है और वाई एक्सिस के अलोंग जो है वो सिग्मा टू है. तो उन्होंने क्या कर दिया ना, ये जो सिग्मा वन सिग्मा टू है, इन्होंने हमने अभी तक स्टडी किया है 90 डिग्री में, उन्होंने क्या किया ना 180 डिग्री में कर दिया. ग्राफिकल मेथड में हम सारा कुछ 180 डिग्री में स्टडी करते हैं, यानी सिग्मा एन सिग्मा टी, ये सारा कुछ आप जो देखोगे वो 180 डिग्री में होता है. ओके, जो उसका जो प्लॉट करते हैं हम. तो आपको भी क्या करना है ना, बहुत सिंपल और बहुत अच्छा मेथड को हम प्लॉट कर रहे हैं. तो अभी आपको एक रफ पेज लेना है, उसमें आप क्या करो, मैंने यहाँ पे स्टेप्स लिखे. कंसिडर सम सुटेबल स्केल ए के राइट हैंड डायरेक्शन में आपको लाइन ड्रॉ करना है. अभी हमें क्या करना है ना, लेट अस मार्क ए बी एज सिग्मा वन, यानी जो मेजर टेंसाइल स्ट्रेस है सिग्मा वन. आर यू ऑल विथ मी? आर यू ड्रॉइंग इट?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, very good. So what we have done, we are drawing a second case graphical. Consider some suitable scale, पहले हमने किया है, यानी अंदाज से ड्रॉ कर रहे हैं. Now consider a point A and draw a straight line in right hand direction of A. Now you are marking AB is equal to sigma 1. Now आगे देखो कितना इंटरेस्टिंग है. अभी सेंटर O बनाया है तो सर्कल बना लो. So draw a circle now. आपको आपको वो प्रोट्रैक्टर लगेगा, ठीक है, मेरे जैसा यहाँ पे मैं 2 थीटा एट अ पॉइंट ओ एंड मार्क ई ऑन अ सर्कल. अभी आपको ना जैसे एंगल 30 डिग्री दिया हुआ है सपोज अपने क्वेश्चन में, तो आप क्या करोगे, 30 डिग्री का आप डबल करोगे 2 थीटा. क्यों कर रहे हैं 2 थीटा? क्योंकि मैंने अभी बोला आपको 90 डिग्री को हम सब कुछ 180 डिग्री में प्लॉट कर रहे हैं, ठीक है. इसीलिए हम क्या करेंगे, इसको 2 थीटा प्लॉट करें. तो 2 थीटा प्लॉट करोगे तो सपोज 30 डिग्री दिया है, तो मैंने यहाँ पे 60 डिग्री प्रोट्रैक्टर, वो जो भी आपका कंपास लेके यहाँ पे मैंने वो 2 थीटा प्लॉट कर दिया, ठीक है.